So if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. During SEAL training, the students are all broken down into boat crews. Each crew is 7 students, 3 on each side of a small rubber boat, and 1 coxswain to help guide the dinghy. Every day, your boat crew forms up on the beach and is instructed to get through the surf zone and paddle several miles down the coast. In the winter, the surf off San Diego can get to be 8 to 10 feet high, and it is exceedingly difficult to paddle through the plunging surf unless everyone digs in. Every paddle must be synchronized to the stroke count of the coxswain. Everyone must exert equal effort, or the boat will turn against the wave and be unceremoniously dumped back on the beach. For the boat to make it to its destination, everyone must paddle. You can't change the world alone. You will need some help. And to truly get from your starting point to your destination takes friends, colleagues, the goodwill of strangers, and a strong coxswain to guide you. If you want to change the world, find someone to help you paddle. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. Several times a week, the instructors would line up the class and do a uniform inspection. It was exceptionally thorough. Your hat had to be perfectly starched, your uniform immaculately pressed, your belt buckle shiny and void of any smudges. But it seemed that no matter how much effort you put into starching your hat or pressing your uniform or polishing your belt buckle, it just wasn't good enough. The instructors would find something wrong. For failing the uniform inspection, the student had to run, fully clothed, into the surf zone, then wet from head to toe, roll around on the beach until every part of your body was covered with sand. The effect was known as a sugar cookie. You stayed in the uniform the rest of the day, cold, wet, and sandy. There were many a student who just couldn't accept the fact that all their efforts were in vain, that no matter how hard they tried to get the uniform right, it went unappreciated. Those students didn't make it through training. Those students didn't understand the purpose of the drill. You were never going to succeed. You were never going to have a perfect uniform. The instructors weren't going to allow it. Sometimes, no matter how well you prepare or how well you perform, you still end up as a sugar cookie. It's just the way life is sometimes. If you want to change the world, get over being a sugar cookie and keep moving forward. Every day during training, you were challenged with multiple physical events: long runs, long swims, obstacle courses, hours of calisthenics, something designed to test your mettle. Every event had standards, times you had to meet. If you failed to meet those times, those standards, your name was posted on a list, and at the end of the day, those on the list were invited to a circus. A circus was 2 hours of additional calisthenics, designed to wear you down, to break your spirit, to force you to quit. No one wanted a circus. A circus meant that for that day, you didn't measure up. A circus meant more fatigue, and more fatigue meant that the following day would be more difficult, and more circuses were likely. But at some time during SEAL training, everyone made the circus list. But an interesting thing happened to those who were constantly on the list. Over time, those students who did 2 hours of extra calisthenics got stronger and stronger. The pain of the circuses built inner strength and physical resiliency. Life is filled with circuses. You will fail. You will likely fail often. It will be painful. It will be discouraging. At times, it will test you to your very core. But if you want to change the world, don't be afraid of the circuses. At least twice a week, the trainees were required to run the obstacle course. The obstacle course contained 25 obstacles, including a 10-foot wall, a 30-foot cargo net, a barbed wire crawl, to name a few. But the most challenging obstacle was the slide for life. It had a 3-level, 30-foot tower at one end and a 1-level tower at the other. In between was a 200-foot-long rope. You had to climb the 3-tiered tower, and once at the top, you grabbed the rope, swung underneath the rope, and pulled yourself hand over hand until you got to the other end. The record for the obstacle course had stood for years when my class began in 1977. The record seemed unbeatable until one day a student decided to go down the slide for life head first. Instead of swinging his body underneath the rope and inching his way down, he bravely mounted the top of the rope and thrust himself forward. It was a dangerous move, seemingly foolish and fraught with risk. Failure could mean injury and being dropped from the course. Without hesitation, the student slid down the rope perilously fast. Instead of several minutes, it only took him half that time. And by the end of the course, he had broken the record. If you want to change the world, sometimes you have to slide down the obstacles head first. During the land warfare phase of training, the students are flown out to San Clemente Island, which lies off the coast of San Diego. The waters off San Clemente are a breeding ground for the great white sharks. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. As Navy SEALs, one of our jobs is to conduct underwater attacks against enemy shipping. We practice this technique extensively during training. The ship attack mission is where a pair of SEAL divers is dropped off outside an enemy harbor and then swims well over 2 miles underwater, using nothing but a depth gauge and a compass to get to the target. During the entire swim, even well below the surface, there is some light that comes through. It is comforting to know that there is open water above you. But as you approach the ship, which is tied to a pier, the light begins to fade. The steel structure of the ship blocks the moonlight. It blocks the surrounding street lamps. It blocks all ambient light. To be successful in your mission, you have to swim under the ship and find the keel, the center line, and the deepest part of the ship. This is your objective. But the keel is also the darkest part of the ship, where you cannot see your hand in front of your face, where the noise from the ship's machinery is deafening, and where it gets to be easily disoriented, and you can fail. Every SEAL knows that under the keel, at that darkest moment of the mission, is a time when you need to be calm, when you must be calm, when you must be composed, when all your tactical skills, your physical power, and your inner strength must be brought to bear. If you want to change the world, you must be your very best in the darkest moments. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and one special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down in the Mud Flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive this freezing cold the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction of the rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted. And somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start singing when you're up to your neck in mud. Finally, in SEAL training, there's a bell. A brass bell that hangs in the center of the compound for all the students to see. All you have to do to quit is ring the bell. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to wake up at 5 o'clock. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to be in the freezing cold swims. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to do the runs, the obstacle course, the PT, and you no longer have to endure the hardships of training. All you have to do is ring the bell to get out. If you want to change the world, don't ever, ever ring the bell. To the class of 2014, you are moments away from graduating, moments away from beginning your journey through life, moments away from starting to change the world for the better. It will not be easy, but you are the class of 2014, the class that can affect the lives of 800 million people in the next century. Start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better. Thank you very much. Hook 'em horns.
Hi everyone. Good morning. Congratulations, guys. Please say to your people that it is time that they need to join the meeting, the graduation ceremony right now. We kick off exactly at 10 with the Nigerian national anthem. So let everyone be aware so that they can join in on time. Okay. Thank you. Congratulations, everybody. Hello, DPD School Graduates. Good morning, everybody. Let me turn on my video. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Congratulations, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Finally. For people in the PD1, it's been more than 8 weeks, right? Congratulations to everyone plus me, even plus me actually, plus me, every morning. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, big congratulations. My brethren, no, actually, we made it. We didn't give up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody feeling this morning? Okay, so first thing, let's just drop a message for people that are not here. Tell them to join in quickly so that, we can all we can all feel ourselves this morning. All right. Good morning. It's been against all odds, so Ghania, the motivational speaker. And happy birthday to Ghania. Today is Ghania's birthday, so double celebration. Congratulations, Ghania. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Congratulations. I feel like in that mood where you that moment where we start talking about commencement, about different things. Also, congratulations, everybody. It's been a it's been a journey for a lot of people, right? And I can't just be, I can't fully express how I really feel, in terms of all the things that we've done. Every day, 9 a.m. in class. You have to be in class. People in DPD1, they close by 2 p.m. At some point, DPD2 started closing by 12:30. Just really awesome time, really. And I just really appreciate everybody. Well done for everything you're doing. Well done for the commitment, right? You've been committed so far, right? And it's just really the beginning. I saw the yes, so happy birthday to Ghania. She's the what should we call her now? She's the baby of the day, something like that. Uh, you know, you know, there's just a lot of experience. I was reading some of the testimonials that you guys sent in, and I was really, inspired that okay, this is actually really impactful to everybody. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. So, so today we're going to be having quite a lot of people. See me for the first time. Oh yeah, actually. You see my dark face, special dark face. It's one of the things I pride myself in actually, that my color is a dark color. You don't see someone like me every day. So it's seen as a privilege. So well done, everybody. Well done, congratulations. So we are having a couple of great sessions today. We're going to be having the senior special assistant to the president on digital transformation. We are going to also have the country director to the UK Nigerian Tech Hub. And it promises to really be a great time. So I'm just trying to watch if any of them come in so I can know. All right. Okay, so I just want to show you what we have planned for today. Okay, so can you see the screen? So we have these 30 people coming on today. The SSA, it might not be coming, but we would have one of his representative come around to speak to us today. So it promises to be a really, really great time. So I encourage everybody really. I know some of you are at work and you're watching and you're listening, but let's do this. Let's try to just put some attention. Today, final day. We'll get certificates. Say by next week, your certificates will be dished out, and you'll be proud of yourself. Actually, you'll be proud of yourself. Um, I just really, what are you saying? Oh, okay. I see one of our partners are here. Okay. I can't see the person. I can't see theirs. Okay. Tosin, I don't know what you're saying. Do you want to expatiate? Okay, guys. Good morning once again. Good morning, everybody. It's surely so before my speech, right, as programs manager, right, we started by 10:10. I don't know. Did you guys see the program for today? Let me share with you in case you didn't see it. Okay. Some people are just here. They're not even the audition list isn't out yet. Ah, wow. But let me assure you of one thing. They have so final list of people graduating. They have about 209 people. Yes, 209 people graduating actually. So if 209 people graduating from DPD 1 and 2, I think you should be there now. If you are here this morning, your name should be on that list, you know. So don't worry. Don't worry. No need to fight. Okay, so I'm trying to share a file, the program for today. Yes, so nice to see you guys. Some of you should turn on your video so I can also see your face if you would like to. Actually, this is graduation. Let's have that feel. So I just dropped the document on the chat, so you can check. You can check the file there. That's the program for today. That's the program for today. So you just want to really look at it and just engage. That face and voice. Yes, 209 people. Don't worry, it's 209 people. We're not fighting anybody. If you've done the work, really, can anybody see it? I think if your Zoom is not updated, the reason why you might not see, but if it is, I think you should see it. Okay. Oh, you can't see anything. Oh wow, interesting. Um, interesting. Okay. Okay then. So let me share my screen so you guys can see it from my screen. That means using Zoom that is not updated. Zoom has moved. Zoom has moved. We can now share documents via the chat. If your Zoom is not updated, you gotta do something about your Zoom. Okay. You gotta do something about your Zoom. All right. Okay. So, hey, Gwenga, you really? I see you. Cheers, man. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Cheers. Bye. Hello. Okay. So let me bring my screen up. All right. You people that came late, you missed our national anthem. It was a spirited moment. Okay, so let's do this. So this is it. So this is what we're doing. All right. This is our agenda for today. All right. So it's about time for me to start the welcome address, anyways. But I just want to take you guys through. Okay. I'm sure some people should see it. If you can't still see it, okay, maybe I could show it again. So this is what we are having. All right. So see you guys. All right. So good morning, everybody. You guys should share your video now. Why are you ordering it like Indomie? Like a reverend person said one time. Okay, good morning once again, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's a real pleasure to be here, and I'm super glad actually. Really, I'm really, really glad. After all the stress. Well, not really stressed, but after all the period of working, the period of like everybody dedicated to the program, Jethro, leave your video on. I can see you. Good morning. The brothers, okay, only the guys here are sharing their video. Let me not say brothers, since we're not in the church. Okay, so I see Mustafa. Hi, Mustafa even has blue lights. This guy. Good to see you. No, good to see you. Good to see you. where are the women in this people that are breaking the bar? You want to go and do makeup? Okay, now let's do this. You can tie gele also, you know, tie gele so that you can make the thing perfect. Okay, so like I was saying, the period, right? It's been a lot of work. Finally, we have a lady. Let me see, what's your name? Antonia. Good to see you. Hello. So we finally have a the graduation day. We are here, you know. The total registrations for the DPD program, right? Quote one and quote two was about 9,300 and something, right? And out of 9,000, right, we have 209 people graduating. So we offered admission to almost 700 people for both cohorts. And out of that large number, right, we now have this few number of people graduating. So it's really a thing of joy, honestly. It's really a thing of joy to have everybody here, really. And I'm really proud of the effort that everybody has put into this. You guys are the you are the bomb. You know when they say that you are the you are the cocoa in the gari, you know, that kind of thing. You've put in the work. So capstone project DPD1 guys. Some guys in DPD1 will call me by 9 o'clock. Michael, my group members. Some people will say, Michael, my site is not hosting. Michael, my team members are not responding. What can you do to help us? What can you do to this? What can you do to do this? And eventually, look at everybody today. We were able to pull through and achieve something incredible, really. We're able to pull through and get something important done. Congrats, everybody, honestly. Big congrats to everybody. Really proud of the tenacity, the energy, the resilience, you know. If there's anybody here, even especially now, I'm currently running on generator. If there's anybody here that you don't have that you don't have challenges with power in this country, maybe you should signify, because I think there's a national issue currently. Everybody is having that issue right now. You know, there's no power. You know, even during DPD, there was no fuel again in this country, and you did not you did not say that, oh no, this DPD thing said no. I know some of you here you thought about it, but you did not still give up. Some of you thought about it, like you felt like this DPD thing, maybe I should just give up, honestly, because they cannot kill me. This Micah guy, he cannot stress my life on my mommy. And my mom is only child. He cannot come and give me problem, you know. But you still pull through. You still pull through. And I just really appreciate you all. So I'm going to log this meeting now so that anybody that is trying to join can join on YouTube. The meeting is also on YouTube. Is also currently live on YouTube. Okay, so in case you are not able to join, please go to YouTube and join. All right, welcome, Doris. Okay, so it's like I was saying, you really tried. You really, if anybody said you didn't try, right? They just lied. They just lied to you. Really, you did a lot. You did a lot. The challenge in this country is enough to tell you to give up on your dreams, actually. But I'm not even trying to sound like any motivational speaker or anything, but I'm just saying that for you to have stuck through, actually, it really tells a lot about it really tells a lot about yourself. It tells about the kind of future that you can actually achieve, you know. Like the video we played before we started, before we played the national anthem, you know, it was a video from about a Navy SEAL, a Navy Rear Admiral, where it was talking about the trainings that they go through. You know, one of the most difficult trainings there that I mentioned was the endurance training. You know, that if you could succeed in that endurance training when the cold is so high, like they train you and put you outside in freezing temperature, so that if you can endure and be resilient and stay till the end, like so for example, if it's a timed exercise and you can endure and stay till the end, you'll be able to actually achieve I mean, maybe it's a promotion or something like that. Okay, so I just really want to say kudos to everybody for making it this far. You guys you really stood out. You really put in your best, and I mean, I'm just really proud and proud of everybody, honestly. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Well done. Well done. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much. Okay. So, so congratulations once again. Congratulations. Big congratulations, everybody. Really proud of everything. Really proud of everything that you've been able to achieve, right? And I just really want to encourage you. Really, DPD school is a step in the right direction. You know, it's a step, just one step in the right direction, like a major step in the right direction. You know, step in the right direction of being a great product manager. I saw Jessica yesterday. Jessica, the product management instructor for DPD1. So it's featured on Product Hive. Product Hive interviewed her for a master class. And, you know, she was just giving some insights there. You know, so it just really tells you about the kind of instructors that really came to teach you. You know, so for example, Francis, I won't tell you the name of the company before some of you go and drag him. You know, working with international firms, you know, doing good stuff around the world, you know, just all our instructors really amazing people, experienced people, they know their thing. So, and I believe that they've encouraged you, just like we've always come to do, that you can really achieve whatever it is that you put your mind to. And you've started the journey, really. Don't look back. I keep saying I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but don't look back. Honestly, you've done a lot. You don't need to. Don't look back. Don't try to be discouraged. Right? There is so much that you can still achieve. All right, and I just encourage you to put in that energy that you started with. Don't give up on it. Really. And so we've had people that have gotten jobs, people that have done a lot of things. So I just encourage you really to not to give up, right? You started, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. One thing you would know across all the tracks that you've been told is the importance that you don't stop learning, right? And that's what will ultimately single you out. Every day, set a target for yourself. I'm going to learn something today. I'm going to get better. Feedback is the yeah, like you see, like Mr. Muyo, I would say that's product design instructor. You know, product design instructor. You say we are work in progress. Yes. You say until we are all. There's a way he says it. He has even told me about that before. You know that until we are all. I can't remember, but he says until we are all something, we are all work in progress. So we are all getting better. Okay. So with this few words of mine, I hope I've been able to just put you in that, help you understand really that you started, really, and it can only get better. It can only get better. You know. Thank you very much, everybody. Congratulations once again, and also happy birthday to Ganiat. You know, graduation baby. All right, everybody. Well done, well done, well done. So to take us further, I'm going to bring on the founding partner of Net Factory Company, the implementing partner, that's big English, but is the training partner of, is the training, the CEO of the training organization for the DPD school program. Okay, so with, this is not the, don't you should not be silent in the chat. With let me say DPD school welcome. Let's welcome Mr. Deolo Joba in the chats. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, hello, Micah. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Confirm that you can hear me in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Kabir. Thank you. Oh, great. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Really excited to be here this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Micah, please, can you open the meeting? There are a couple of people that we are still expecting instead of leaving it locked. Can you open it? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Really, really excited to be here this morning. And I'm really, really glad that you guys made it this far. I mean, you guys have come really, really far. Before I go ahead, I would like to say a very big thank you to our partners, to our mentors, to our instructors, to everyone, my team members, my colleagues, our collaborators, our employers, and every single person that has made this program a success. This program would not have been achieved without the support of every single one of them. Doris, I can cite you in the room. Good morning, Doris. You're welcome. It's great to have you this morning. Doris Ayer is joining us also. She works with
Yeah,
hello.
hi. Good morning.
Hi, Doris.
Good
Good
morning,
to
everyone.
you.
Hi. Good
Thank
to
you.
be here. And I'm representing Adaize, who is sadly being held at a panel session. And she would unfortunately not be able to make it, but she does send her warm regards.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Doris. I would be inviting you shortly just to also make some comments before
Yeah,
we.
that's right.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Francis. I can see Francis. I can see Ademola. Hi, Francis. It's great to have you this morning. Hello, Ademola. It's great to have you this morning. Thank you for joining us. And in absentia, all the other instructors that are unable to make it here, Jessica, Titi, and I like too numerous to mention, Tolu, Brendan, thank you for joining us on this journey. So, I mean, again, we all know that you've been here. Some of you started this journey November 1, and some of you started February. No, some of you started January. And at the end of the day, like Micah said, over 700 people were admitted. And at the end of the day, just over 300 people accepted the admission and came into the program. But eventually, at the end of the day, we have over the 300 persons that came in for both cohorts of the program. This morning, we have just 209, right? About 209 people graduating within the program, and not just graduating, 209 people who have also demonstrated character, who have also demonstrated grit, demonstrated courage, and demonstrated awareness to have gotten to this particular point, which is what the program embodies, right? The program definitely is an opportunity for you to build character, for you to build skills, and for you to take the things that you really need in your journey in life. A big thank you to our partners, UK and Nigerian Tech Hub, for funding this initiative. As you all know, it would not have been possible without them, right? So you've learned, you've gained skills, you can build, you can. So what next? What next? I mean, if I were you, I probably would be asking that question, because it's a question I ask every single time. What next, right? Because I'm also asking. So we've trained this group of young people. What next? What next? Because I've also realized that there's always more. There's always more in life. There's always more, regardless of your face, regardless of whatever situation you find yourself, regardless of how successful or how much you think you failed, there is always more, right? And so I'm going to talk about a few things that I know would really help you as you have gained the skills. I know some of you have gotten jobs, some of you are already freelancing, but like I always said, there is more. For you to be able to make something good out of this initiative, there are a number of things that I will just point out to you, right? Number one, the very first thing I will talk about is you need to be aware. You need to be aware of yourself. You need to be aware of your environment. You need to be aware of the ecosystem. You need to be aware of the industry. You need to be aware of the country where you stay. You need to be aware of the limitations you have around you. And being aware, Micah, please, can you open the meeting instead of leaving it locked? So, and instead of being, and being aware does not mean that, it does not necessarily mean that you are not, you're living in denial, or that you are not, you are limiting yourself, that, you can't do this. Know the things that you can do very well. Know the things that you are not able to do very well. And once you are able to identify the things that you can do well and the things that you cannot do well, you're able to make an informed decision. So which skills do you have? How good are you on those skills? Be aware. What's special about you? What makes you tick? because eventually those are some of the things that you need on board, right? If I'm negotiating, right? I mean, there's definitely some things that I talk about when I'm negotiating. If I'm negotiating a business deal, if I'm negotiating a consulting deal or anything, right? Because I'm aware, right? I'm aware of what my limitations are. I'm aware of the strength. I'm aware of the things that I bring to the table in every single situation. And I don't in any way, I don't in any way sell myself short, right? Because I'm aware. So you need to be aware. And on top of that, you need to be confident, right? No, you can't have everything, right? But the little ones that you have, the little skills that you have, while you're working to improve on it, be confident. Your confidence speaks louder than anything when you enter into a room. Be confident. I mean, at every point in time. And it will be interesting to know that nobody has it all figured out. Nobody has life all figured out. Nobody has all figured out. Every point in time, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. We're learning. I think one of the things I learned in my early days in consulting is that I need to be confident. I don't need to know about all the project. I don't need to have all the solutions when meeting with a client. But at every point in time, my lingo. And those were the places where I learned some interesting lingo. So asking the client is telling you what their problem is. You're asking them, client, please, what does success mean to you? What would you like to achieve? It's basically to just get all the answers that I need, right, from the client. So that's to tell you that I've worked with experts from different consulting organizations in the world. I've worked both across Africa, across Europe, across America, and I found out that nobody has it figured out, right? At every single point in time, some people are trying to figure it out, and while some don't even have an answer. But the most important thing is that you're confident and that you're also confident in your ability to solve the problem, that you know what, you are going to solve this problem. So the other thing I would like to talk about is courage. Especially if you're living in a country like Nigeria, my friend, you need to be very courageous. You need to be very courageous. You need to be very, 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 very courageous, because you live in a country where someone might not come and tell you that you're doing great thing, that you're doing a good work. Government might not be there to give you a grant. You might not get the right support that you need, right? But which means at every point in time, you yourself, you need to, in the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, you need to keep going. You need to believe in your cause. You need to believe that what you're doing is going to work, and that even though there might be challenges, but you're capable of surmounting all of those challenges. The next thing, I'm going to talk about kindness. You need to be kind. You really need to be kind. And I cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to be kind, either as an employee or as an entrepreneur or as a freelancer. For me, one of the biggest tools that I've realized in business and also in career is the gift of kindness. Being kind to people, being kind to colleagues, being kind to co-workers, being kind to my clients, being kind. Just showing that empathy, just communicating that really that you're a kind person. I've seen doors open. I've seen a lot of opportunities that I was not qualified for being offered to me just because I've been kind to some people at some point in time. So I would really encourage you, if you're looking to go far in business, if you're looking to go far in your career, you need to be really kind. You need to be thoughtful. Because eventually that is what is going to make all the difference, really. At the end of the day, right, skills are very important, but interestingly, everybody is an emotional being. There's an emotional part of everybody. And sometimes that emotional part, it just beclouds, it beclouds other things at times. Yes, we've seen situations where people say they're very smart, they're very good, they're very skilled, but skill is not enough. It's not enough. You need to have other things on top of it. And you find people where they say, I don't know why I'm not being promoted. I don't know why. Why? Because eventually they're not emotionally intelligent, and they've shown that they are also not kind. They've shown that you can't trust them with people. They really don't care, right? The society does not get to talk about these things a lot these days, but I can tell you for sure, these things open doors. The last thing that I will talk about is belief. You need to believe. You need to really believe. You need to believe in your own ability to turn your situation around, to build something great, to build a great career. You need to believe. You need to believe in tough situations. You need to believe. Yeah? I remember like during COVID, it was April 2020, when as an organization, our existence was threatened because we had each 0 naira in revenue, and in the bank we also did not have enough to pay salaries. I remember some of those days I would sleep and I would not want to wake up again. I would just say, who sent me this? Why am I on this journey? Right? But for every single time that I've chosen to believe, every single time that I've chosen to believe, I've seen things happen. I've seen that singular act of believing, that singular act of remaining positive, of maintaining positivity in the face of challenges, in the face of adversity. I've seen things happen. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, you need to show up. You really need to show up. We live in a world where people are not willing to show up any longer. A lot of people are not willing to show up. A lot of people are not willing to roll up their sleeves, right? They are not willing to roll up their sleeves and do the work. For every single person that you see that is announcing a raise, that just announced a $1 million, a $10 million raise in the industry. For every single person that announcement that you're saying that XYZ will now join us as our head of programs, as our head of developer. My friends, let's not deceive ourselves. These people are putting the work. They are putting the work. They pay their dues. I'm challenging you this morning. Go out and pay your dues. Pay your dues. Stop hating on successful people. Stop talking bad about successful people. Stop belittling the effort of successful people. They have paid their dues. For them to be where they are, they have paid their dues. Some people that you know as head of development today, that you know as head of technology today, they were in a coding bootcamp someday. Some of them were in a masterclass program like this someday, and they didn't know how much they could achieve. But some decided to show up. Some decided to just put in the work, put in the effort, right? Even though, yes, at the end of the day, not everyone that puts in the effort eventually, and not everyone that shows up eventually gets a befitting result, which is why it's very important for you to be strategic. Be strategic. Always aim for the sky. Always, at every point in time, always believe that you can do more. Talk to the best people in your organization. Speak with the leaders. Be confident in your own ideas. And if you do all this, you get results. I'll close with the story of a friend of mine. I still dropped him off at the airport this morning. Amazing human. And I remember this guy. When he told me his story, really quite remarkable. This young man had come to Lagos, grew up in the northern part of the country. He had come to Lagos and hearing that there are a lot of, of course, Lagos is where the opportunities are. It's not even. There are a lot of opportunities in Lagos. There are opportunities in other part of the country, but because Lagos is the commercial hub of the country, is the tech hub of the continent. He came to Lagos, hoping to come and start a life, and that he was going to stay with his uncle, right? And guess what? He got to Lagos, his uncle was not reachable. And this young man started to sleep under the bridge. And that was where he was. That was where he started in life, under the bridge. From under the bridge, he navigated his way, and he started building. I think few weeks later, right? His uncle probably found him, but even his uncle was not empowered to help him, right? And he started with by selling computers, assembling things. Computer Village was just becoming like it was growing rapidly at that time, and he got into all of that. Friends, as I speak to you today, this guy has companies both in Nigeria and in the US. He has I don't know how many companies he has, or I can't remember how many companies he sits on the board. And that's to tell you how much great. He did that in Nigeria. And there's a day he got into the US and he said he was stranded. With the same guy, after building a level of success in Nigeria, he said he was stranded. This young guy, he said what he did, he went online, looked for a number of non-profit organizations, look for a number of churches, look for a number of charity organizations, because he needed to survive. He sent all of them an email, a cold email, and hey, I'm here. this, I can do this for you, I can do this for you, I can design graphics, I can do this, I can do this. However, you need to pay me with an Amazon gift card. That was how they paid that. So eventually, he said he reached out to, I don't know, maybe 100 or how many? He got maybe about 4 or 5 who responded. And of that 4 or 5, I think 3 engaged him. And eventually, that was how he was able to settle in and pay his bills at that particular point in time, right? I mean, there are 1,001 stories that I can tell you. There are stories of people who graduated in December from one of our programs, and today they work with international organizations. They work with some work remotely, some work for local organizations. Nobody's going to define success for you. Define your own metrics of success. But I'm going to encourage you and I'm going to challenge you that you need to keep moving. You need to keep pushing. And someday, I hope you're going to be proud of yourself. With these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that you need to put in the best. You need to go all out. You need to be good representatives of this program. You need to be good ambassadors. Wherever it is that you get a job or wherever it is that you are matched with an opportunity, you need to leave the door open for others by behaving well. Every time you misbehave, every time you mess up an opportunity, you've just messed up that opportunity for another person. One guy last year, we sent him somewhere, and even though he left our organization, he got a bigger opportunity. That organization keeps coming back to us. Why? Because they said for us to have produced that kind of guy, they believe that we're a great institution. Would that be said about you? Can we actually rely on you? They are going to be a great ambassador of this program. I'm going to tell you, a lot has been invested to ensure that you succeed, that you get this far. And the only way you can reward the organizers of this program is by succeeding and by paying it forward and making opportunities available to other people. I wish you all the very best. And I look forward to hearing your beautiful, beautiful testimonies. At this particular point in time, the moment we've been waiting for is here. It's time to review the top teams in our demo day. How many of you are excited? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Antonia. Thank you. I can see all the comments. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Nuhu. Thank you, Ijai. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Nebe. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone. So I'm quite excited. Michael, are we ready? Are we ready? How many people are excited? Oh, okay. The second runner up, Micah, can you bring up the second runner up? The second runner up, I mean, let's, the third position. Some people might not understand what that means. The third position in the demo day competition is AgroBiz Connect. Okay, you can just quickly do a run, just a run through. Who can guess the next one? Okay, can you guess the next one? Somebody guess the next one in the chat box. Congratulations, AgroBiz Connect. I wasn't the one who selected the winner. I wasn't the one. Okay, Michael, just take us to the i5. Let's see the product. Okay. Congrats, AgroBiz Connect. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the i5. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you can go to the team. Show us the team. Someone is asking who are the team members. Let's see. Go back to the team again. Okay. Olagunjola Wale, Umar Rabiu Yakilome, Faith Omokegbele. Sorry about that if I didn't pronounce your name well. And I can see, okay, Bello Kudos, Israel Bankole, Oluwatosin Kolade, congratulations to you all. Ngozi Kata, Anima Shaun, Minat. Okay, thank you. And the second team, the runner-up. And the runner-up is Blood Life. Is it Blood Life or Bloody Life? Blood Life, okay. Blood Life. Okay, Micah, please just give us a run through. Okay, great. Okay. Can you take us to the final pages?
So these are the team members. I just wanted to share this.
Okay, can you, our guest speaker is having difficulties joining. Can you, I just saw his message that he's having difficulties joining, and I've asked him to join again.
Okay, let me see. Trying to check.
Okay, Bloody Life. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. Okay, and the winner of the DPD School.
So I can't see him. I'm trying to get him in the chat.
Okay, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. He probably will join again. Yeah, I would reach out to him after my session to help him with the difficulties. Yeah, and the winner is, okay, I can see a lot of guests. Can we have the winner? And the winner of DPD Demo Day 2022, it is
Some people are trying to make my MacBook angle. Interesting.
Okay, okay, Micah, can you announce the winner? I think he just closed on my end too.
Well, interesting. So I'd have to reopen it again.
Okay. My screen just went blank also. A minute, please, to bring up the winner. Okay, who wants to take a final guess? The winner is FitShip. Team FitShip. I can see a lot of guests around FitShip. Yes. You're right. Team FitShip is the winner.
Your pitch deck is not opening. No, I don't know.
Okay. Congratulations to the FitShip team. Finally. Congratulations. Kayode, Ishaya, Fadaunsi Olushola, Chidiogo, Samuel, Matthew, Abdullahi, Ayatuddin, Mustafa. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to you guys. So I think there are prizes for the winners, right, Micah?
Yes, there is a $250 start price for the first position.
Okay. And the second position, I think there's a $150 for the second position. Okay, okay. Thank you, everyone. So at this point, yes, my job here is done. I would like to bring on stage Doris Ayer from Adam Smith International and representing the UK Tech Hub team here this morning. Hello, Doris. Thank you once again for joining us this morning.
Hi, Ajay. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, everyone, and special welcome to the graduates today. It's good to be here, like I said, and a big well done to all of you. So just to provide a bit of a background on the Tech Hub. So the UK Nigerian Tech Hub works to stimulate local digital economies to support inclusive and sustainable economic growth and jobs, to also build high-end digital skills like we're doing here, and forge innovation partnerships between Nigerian tech sectors and other international businesses. And the UK Nigeria is a proud sponsor and supporter of this program. And on behalf of Adaize, who I'm representing, and the entire UK Nigeria Tech Hub, I want to say a big thank you and a big well done and congratulations to all the graduates today. I, for one, attended a pitch session a few days ago, and I was blown away by the capstone ideas, the presentation, the confidence, and what the future would look like if all these ideas were pushed forward and brought to life. Like Ade said in his introductory speech, please let's use this as a launching pad to move the ideas, the projects, and the collaborations forward, the teams that have been formed. Do not let it end here, move it forward. We know that obviously it's no news that we might not have as much of an enabling environment in the country as we would like. But I would still encourage each and every one of us not to let the skills and all that you have learned and developed through this program end as you graduate or as the program ends. Just take the bold step with the projects and the ideas that has dropped in your minds, even the ones that you probably were not able to formulate during this program. I'm sure in the process of developing the ideas you presented or the projects you presented, there were other ideas that might have come into your mind or that you guys might have thought of. Just take the bold step, run with it. You just never know. So also big congratulations to Feedship team for emerging as the winner. We cannot wait to hear about you. Congratulations to everyone and wishing you all the best. Hi, can anyone hear me?
Yes, Doris, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Kind of went silent for a bit.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doris. Thank you so much, Doris, for the kind words. So, Feedship, okay, somebody said the third that the third team was the price. Sorry, 120 USD for the final team, right? So, someone from the team will get in touch with you in the coming days, how you would redeem your prizes. Yes, so we have our guest speaker for today is here. We have a very, very, very important personality. Oh, somebody said effort prize income. Yes, so everybody's a winner, right? So for going through the program and getting to this point alone is enough win, right? So this is the diplomatic me and the political me now saying everybody is a winner, right? So I hope that is enough for those who put in effort. So that's the effort prize. Effort prize is everybody is a winner. Thank you so much, guys. I would like to welcome guest speaker for today. His name is Mr. Chineye. His name is Mr. Chineye. Sorry, just give me a minute to. Okay, Mr. Chineye Mba Uzoku. And Mr. Chineye Mba Uzoku is the chairman of the software. Okay, he's the president of the Institute of Software Practitioners of Nigeria, ISPON, right? And he's also an advisory board member of the Nigerian Startup Bill Advisory Group, right? And today, he would be standing in for, he will be representing the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Digital Transformation in person of Mr. Osareti Oswald Gobadia. Mr. Chineye, you're welcome. Good morning. Please confirm that you can hear me and that your mic is working properly.
Morning, everyone. I can hear you very well.
Oh, great. It's really nice to have you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we don't in any way take it for granted. I'm sorry for the challenges that you had joining.
No problem.
So just before you came in, we were awarding the prizes to the winners. We have top 3 winners, top 3 groups who came out top as the winners in the program. And they currently, we've announced the prize. And while some of them are going to be going ahead to work, some also will be interested in pursuing their ideas. So, that's the program also, like, they've gone through the program for 8 weeks, and today they are graduating. Some of them have gotten employment opportunities. Some are seeking internship opportunity in software, in product, and in design, product design, and graphics design. Once again, thank you for joining us this morning. Just before you take the center stage, let me just read a bit of Mr. Chineye's bio. Mr. Chineye, as you know, is president of the Institute of Software Practitioners of Nigeria, ISPEN. He is currently the managing partner at Grand Central. He's a successful entrepreneur with proven ability to lead teams to grow revenues and market share through innovation and people leadership. He's a notable consultant to public and private sector on corporate IT and technology ecosystem strategy with a focus on value ideas.
Hello, Adi, are you there? Okay, I think he's having network issues. Hello, Adi, are you back? Your mic is on mute. Your mic is muted. Your mic is on mute. Your mic is muted, rather. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the internet cut me out, and I was still speaking. I wasn't aware that the internet has taken me out. So sorry about that. So I said, like I was saying, that he is also an advisory board member of the Nigerian Startup Bill. Once again, I'd like to welcome Mr. Chineye as he takes the center stage. Mr. Chineye, once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to everyone. We're all winners. When I come to this kind of program, I'm always a little bit unsure whether we should be driven by protocol or whether I can be friendly, as I tend to be. Let me show you
Please
my
be
face.
friendly, sir. You can't be friendly.
So let me show you my face, and so that becomes a little bit. I hope it's a little bit more engaging this way. And thank you for having me. It's been a pretty tumultuous, I'd say 18 hours or so since I kind of like was drafted in to do this. So forgive me. I want to do a few things over the next I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and perhaps maybe there'll be some time for us to answer. I'm going to walk through a few things that are just on my mind increasingly these days, and usually I would like to share. I don't know if I can share my screen. Is that possible?
Yes, you
so
can.
I can have some guides. Right. Yeah. So at a certain age, it becomes like it's almost necessary for you to have guiding notes to guide you. So, so let me quickly do this, and okay, let me see. So, then I'll show you this. Right. So if you let me know when you can see the presentation, I'll continue there. I hope you can see it with me.
Yes, it's visible now. Okay. Thank you.
All right, super. And forgive me for those who don't like PowerPoint and things. I know this generation is not a PowerPoint generation, but I came into technology actually from this particular perspective of figuring out how to use tech to communicate better, to drive internal collaboration within organizations, and then to build collaboration or to build customer relationships via technologies like the internet and multimedia. So for me, this is very much home. I'm going to Miss Chinaya Mba Uzuku, but everybody calls me Chinaya, and you can feel free to do so. And the Institute of Software Practitioners is a body that we put together about 20 odd years ago, 22 years ago, with a goal to help articulate the requirements of and articulate and advocate the requirements for the development of the software industry in Nigeria. It's easy for people to talk today about ecosystem and things like that, but back then, software and technology was something that was hidden in the back room. It was something that who were in tech were considered to be, back office people that you really don't see. They creep about doing things, but nobody really wants to interact with them. Our goal was to bring tech to the front office, and today that has happened, not necessarily because we've done the right things, but because the movement of history, the movement of time, unavoidable. We can push it as far as we want, but it becomes inevitable. So let me take you through a few thoughts that I have around this journey that we've had, and I'll also touch on the NSP. So essentially, what we have is like a situation where we are at the heart of a country that has a capacity to become something really awesome, but instead is faced with all kinds of challenges. And we've come to understand over something that we've been speaking about for a very long time, that a nation is not made up of pieces, bits and pieces, resources, waterways, and things like that. Fundamentally, what makes a nation possible are its people. And it's a human capital. You are working now in that space, the space that is actually front and center today. But don't take that for granted. Oftentimes, people speak about human capital without really understanding. They talk about our massive population in Nigeria and think that the population automatically translates to what it is that we are going to be. If that were the case, Nigeria would have been a fantastic country all this while, but it isn't, or it hasn't yet gotten there. And the primary reason is what we've been contending with for over 20 years, talking repeatedly through ISPON and all the other agencies and advocating for a core focus on human capital. As you are today, do not take yourselves for granted. You belong to an elite class of Nigerians and a super minority, as I'll tell you as we go along. You'll start to see that this country over 60 years, we've gone through all sorts of things, highs and lows. We've been kind of almost like people searching for a direction, searching for a destination and getting lost along the way. and yet continuing along that journey through these things. And so generation to generation over the past 60 years has brought us to a place where oftentimes we think that it's almost over. We get a sense that there are dark clouds all over the place, and oftentimes it's because of what we do. And so we struggle, we hustle and all that, but you just can't get rid of this feeling that there are problems that are coming our way. And for young people going into that space, it's important to contextualize this, because I think that you really have to understand where you are in order to be able to navigate your way out. And the massive opportunities that exist through technology today and the digital economy that we're building, we can only really access them by honestly saying to ourselves, where are we now and how do we get out of it? What are the things that we need to trigger that need to take us out of this space? What are the big rocks that we have to remove to be able to access our real opportunity? And I'll just quickly go through them because they're not things that you don't know. We're all knowledgeable about this. We know the ethnicity issues. We know the corruption issues. We know that sometimes our culture and attitude at work is something that has been a problem for us since colonial times. We know that we've got this massive population, which is supposed to be a positive, but in many ways is becoming a negative because we haven't translated our human assets, which are population, into capital, which is something that you can actually do something with. We're still struggling with the economy, and COVID hasn't helped matters. And then there are large issues around governance. Is the system actually working for us? And this is where we'll talk a little bit about the NSP. I'm not saying anything that you don't know. I'm just setting a context for what is possible. When we set out as a country then, and we see the potential for what we have, even the colonials who had Nigeria created literally from disparate groups, everyone globally felt that this was the country that was going to take off. And in the 1960s, when this country was created, Asia was in the backwaters. The world was looking to Africa and to countries like Nigeria to be the next big powers on the global stage. And we've been fighting these things all this while, struggling with all these things, but we are yet to overcome our challenges. Despite that, we can see so many different ways in which we are actually growing, building, becoming, overcoming things. We're getting to a place where we can achieve our full potential. What does it take for us to reach that full potential? What is it that allows us to be really excellent? As young people, you probably know the stories of all the people who have blown, and you know the stories of all the people who have excelled. You're also perhaps at this moment grappling with the issues of this question of Japa or no Japa, because the question is, can this country really allow you to fulfill your potential? You see people who have left the country and then they become really excellent global personalities. The key question is, if we keep leaving, who is going to be behind? And there's evidence that is showing us today, coming largely from technology space, that staying within this environment, grappling with the issues of this country, we can overcome its challenges and we can actually ascend to the global stage. And this is really what is facing you, actually, because the search for greatness is something that starts within the heart. You have, first of all, to believe that you can be great, to desire it, and then you figure out, how do I get there? And then you activate that. But first and foremost, in your heart, you have to desire greatness. And greatness is not just greatness, it's greatness through excellence. Not greatness through shortcuts, but greatness through excellence. And we may think this is something that we should take for granted. But when you look around and you ask honest questions, you may find that indeed, many of us are not so sure, not really that sure, because we have challenges that are constantly above us, and constantly around us. But look at the kind of country that we have. We have people who are constantly hustling, struggling to make things work. And we have people who we have created things. Every picture you see here is Nigerian. These are things that we have done ourselves when we've set our minds to achieve greatness. We have taken the things that we have and we have as natural resources and we've transformed them. Each and every one of you today is graduating from this course, and to overcome all the challenges that you would face, and there will be many. You had challenges to even become a member of this school. You had challenges getting through, and you're going to have more challenges out there. But every challenge should awaken in you a sense of, I can overcome, and in overcoming, I will be great. And this is the energy that people recognize that Nigerians have. This almost like an innate belief that this journey that we are on is only just beginning, and we can actually take it to wherever we want to go to. We're going to ride this river. We're going to keep moving through the solutions that we develop and the actions that we take, and we're going to get to this place that we want to. Figuring this out requires a structure. And I offer this to you because you also need to, as we plan for a nation and we plan for businesses, you must plan for yourself as an individual. And every one of us must actually go through all of these elements. It's not just governments that budget or companies that budget, it's even people that budget. We have to manage ourselves as resources. We have to figure out policies that help us become what we want to be. We have to understand who we need to relate to, what institutions and what processes we need to go through as individuals, as companies, and as a country. But all of this is going to be anchored on one thing: the human capital, who we are. And before I go forward, I want you to understand from a statistical perspective just how I wouldn't say privileged, just how much of an elite you actually are. There are only 2 million people in all our universities. That's about 1% of your population. So if you're a graduate in Nigeria, and this ratio has not changed in 40 years. So if you are a graduate from a tertiary institution in Nigeria, you belong to that 1% who have had access to tertiary education. And that means that there is a huge burden on you, not just as an individual, but also as groups, to actually create this country, to make of this country what you want it to be, to achieve your full potential, and by extension, the potential for the entire country. 1% of the population is carrying the entire ship, entire country, and you happen to be in that 1%. So not only are you privileged to be in that, but you must understand something, a term that in Latin, it says noblesse oblige, which means that you have the obligation of your nobility. And your nobility isn't by virtue of your birth, it's by virtue of your being in that 1% of the educated people who have reached the peak of our tertiary education system and gone beyond. Whether in a university or in a polytechnic or in a college of education, whatever, you are in that 1%. And so when we spend time with you, we will really want you to really understand just how special you really are. And with that understanding, you can go forward with strength and say, I will be the promise of this nation. I will be the one who's going to make this country what it is. As an individual connected to other individuals like myself, I will carry this responsibility, which is actually a burden of history, to be the best that I can actually be. And Nigerians are already doing so, because all around you, you can find people who are enterprising. You can find people are resilient. These are people who, you see them in places where no man has been before. In the coldest regions of the earth, you'll find a Nigerian and he or she's going to be excelling. You'll find them going against all the odds. Everywhere Nigerians go, they create their communities, they are known. I have worked in Microsoft and seen how we went into an environment of 15,000 people at a global summit, and a small team of 35 Nigerians made the entire 15,000 audience stand up and dance in circles around Nigerian music. They didn't ask them to. We just started dancing and doing our thing. And suddenly the whole arena started doing the same thing that we're doing. And the entire place was swaying to Nigerian music. One of you had gone and found a DJ, the music place, and given him a USB. And suddenly we started hearing our music blaring in this crowd. This is the power that you have within you, a certain resilience, and our people are extremely hospitable. This is one country where everybody and anybody feels welcome. We have the courage to attack anything that we see. I find it really curious that Nigerians are, I was in Finland for 8 days on an education tour. And we went there at a time when the sun sets very briefly at about 10 o'clock, and by 1 a.m. is back up again. And so we were awake by 3 a.m. and wandering around, trying to figure out how we're going to get to sleep. and somebody just drove past, and it was a black guy. And one in our group just said, that guy is a Nigerian. And we all laughed, you know. Then the car came around, and true, the guy wound down and said, how now? I mean, in Finland, in a village, there was some Nigerian in a school at University of Javaskaya. This is the kind of things that your people do, that we do. We are courageous to a fault, and we're 100% committed to us as a result of this commitment. What I would like to do, and what I really want you to do, is to really reflect on these qualities, because these are the qualities by which nations are built. And nations are built by people, and they're built by people just like you. And if you can recognize yourself in these values, then it means that your responsibility is already matched by your capacity. You have the capacity to be enterprising, to be resilient, to be communal, to be hospitable, to be courageous, and be committed to your own promise. And because of that, we believe, as do the people who have organized you into the school, that you can indeed become. In doing so, you must remember, people will always be around you telling you things about what is not possible. And I love these quotations, because what he's saying is actually what you have to keep in the forefront of your mind. There will always be people who will tell you can't do. There will always be pessimists, right? The optimists expect things to change, but the real leader adjusts the sails of the ship to catch the wind. You have to catch the wind. Throughout your professional journey and your individual journey, your goal is always going to be to catch the wind, which means that you need to develop a sense of where is the wind blowing from and where is it blowing to, so you can adjust your sails. Don't complain that this wind is heavy. Don't complain that the wind is pushing you down. You should be thinking about, how do I adjust myself, adjust my position, adjust my company to catch that wind and let that wind carry me to where it is that the world is going. And in a similar way, he says opportunities are like sunrises. I mean, sometimes when you wake up and you look outside, you have to reflect on this wonder of the sun that rises every day. But it also sets, and every sunrise is an opportunity. Throughout your life, you're going to see these opportunities, you're going to see these sunrises. You have to be ready and willing to pull your weights and to take advantage of them. So, just a few things. I think it's important that you should be able to recognize opportunity. Nigeria is looking for radicals who are seeking opportunity. And sometimes opportunity seems like it's hidden from us, and some people have seen it. But the real thing is that sometimes we don't even hear it. Most of us are not listening. And this is a really important faculty for you to have. And I'm sure you covered some of this in your course. The ability to listen actively. While we're living with the frustration of transport, why wasn't Uber developed in Nigeria? Why did somebody have to bring Uber to us? Problem solving starts from listening and then sorting out the problems. We didn't have pure water. Once upon a time, there was no water. People used to fetch water in buckets, and then you boil it with filters and you drink it. Somebody saw that and said, there's an opportunity here. Let me start packaging sachet water. Today we see it and we take it for granted. When the GSM things came, we all used to carry handsets left, right, and center. It was somebody who said, well, why can't we re-engineer this and put 2 or 3 SIMs? I've even seen a handset from China with 4 SIMs. I think it's made for Nigeria, Nigeria's networks, but I'm not sure. But this whole thinking that everything around you, the customer and the consumer, is constantly speaking to you. All around you, you can see things that are challenges, but within every challenge is an opportunity. And most times it takes somebody who is thinking radically about the challenges, being opportunities, and recognizing that and turning it into something else. And this is really what we think that your next steps really should focus on. But we recognize as well that it's not easy to be a radical. There's always a gap between what we currently are and what it is that we want to be. And you just have to make the jump. For you to be extraordinary, you have to add the extra to ordinary. For you to make the leap using the tools that you've been given and the knowledge that you've been given, you need to figure out, how do I make that leap? And in making that leap, just like the gentleman that you can see there, you'll be faced with questions around your ability to actually jump through. And you would see that people have to, some of the people that we see out there, we think that they are reckless. They just made decisions and just move. No. The most accomplished entrepreneurs, those who really make the difference, are those who actually face their doubts. They ask themselves questions in a very unusually naked way. They doubt themselves. They put their ideas into the space and to be challenged by other people. And as a result of that, they come to a clearer understanding of what they need to do to be able to make that jump. Core entrepreneurs who actually change the world and create massive opportunities therefrom are people who are not, they are courageous. It doesn't mean that they're not afraid. It doesn't mean they don't have doubts, but they've asked themselves these questions in a very open way to understand exactly what they have that is makes them likely to succeed in this space, and then they move. I strongly believe that the search to become who you ought to be is a search that involves you getting lost. You have to be ready to get lost. In other words, you need to be ready to make the mistakes and then to come back from those mistakes. I don't know, I can't apologize because I'm a Christian and I believe strongly in faith, but I also believe that faith has to go with works. And so I think that we all carry a cross. The cross that you carry is a burden that you have inside you, that you can be more, and that you can do more, and that you can create more. But finding the way to actually fully express that requires for you to do certain things. One of the things that I found in my journey was that I eventually became a general manager in Microsoft. I had no idea how I got there. I started my own journey from veterinary medicine, wandered into political science, went into marketing and finance, and then came out into technology. And one day I ended up in Microsoft. I didn't plan it. Life is hardly ever a straight line or even a couple of jagged lines. Most often it's like spaghetti. But when you are clear around who you are, when you have some understanding of what your capabilities are, you will find that along the line, you leave certain markers that allow you to connect those dots. And slowly it will begin to emerge clearly where it is that you're going, what it is that you can be. And that's why it's important that you must know who you are. Because along the journey, people will tell you, no, you've made a mistake. Even those of you in this class, I'm sure there are many people amongst your family and your friends who just said, my friend, you're wasting time. But you've stayed the course. And having stayed the course, it's absolutely critical that you rise up to that opportunity. And this is really what I really wanted to leave you with. We have worked in the NSP to build out a framework that we feel will be critical to creating opportunity for people just like yourselves. Because many of us have gone through this journey over 20 plus years, we've come to understand that there is a challenge around this unique thing called a startup. My first startup, I guess, as an adult, was done in 1996. And I've been starting up ever since. But what was unique about my journey then is still the same thing that is unique to yours today. There are certain characteristics that make a startup difficult to endure until it becomes stable and becomes like a global organization. We tell all these huge stories of all this success, but every single one of them goes through exactly the same journey that I've laid out for you here. When you look at and you read the books about people like the icons like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos or even Mark Zuckerberg, the younger ones like Mark, which are characterized by exactly these same milestones. And so for us to become those things, for us to become our full potential, we have to go through those movements. I believe that the NS is a real time for your generation to take control of the levers and decide on where you want to go. I think that it needs for you to rise to that challenge. And you would see within the context of the NSP that we have tried through policy. The NSP has emerged, like I said, I've been working in the policy space for over 25 years. And we are finally close to having a bill for the first time in 25 years that actually creates an opportunity for technologists and for people who are entrepreneurs within the technology space to incubate their ideas, build their companies, and express themselves and even fail and come back and rise again. This will be, when it goes through, the first time in the history of this country where we've created a structured environment that allows you to overcome some of the more egregious challenges within our system. Within the NSP, you would now find that you have access to funding. Within the NSP, you will now find you have protection from certain policies within government that allow you to grow, tax relief, access to procurement opportunities within the private sector, and investment in human capital to build your capacity and to reward you for building that capacity. You'll find in the NSB protections from the arbitrariness of government in terms of how they impact on your business. It's not a perfect bill. It will not be perfect, but it is a start. And I can tell you from direct experience that there has never been a better time for the digital economy to emerge and for players and kings and queens within that digital economy to actually emerge. So the time is actually a time that has come for you. And it's really up to you to make the most of it. And I'm sure that you will, because in your heart and in the heart of every Nigerian that I know is a burning desire to be the best that they can possibly be, and a willingness to commit themselves to face the challenges of their own lives, their communities, and the country as a whole. So I won't say good luck. I will just say, have a great journey as you step out today. And know that there are always people around you. Be sure to make friends. Be sure to retain that network that you have with people. Be sure to continuously open up yourself to opportunity. And don't be afraid to question yourself, question your capacity, and allow people to even question you. You'll be the stronger for it. You'll be the wiser for it. And as you move with humility. Because it's only those who are not humble, who are filled with pride, that don't learn. And learning is a fundamental part of the journey of every entrepreneur. I know that you will succeed. And I want to tell you that beyond knowing that you succeed, I demand that you succeed on behalf of your generation and the generations that will come after you. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Chinenye. That was really, 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 really loaded. Really, really, really loaded. Thank you for sharing that timeless wisdom and information with us this morning. And yes, the chat box is filled with messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inspirational. Thank you. Yes, and just before Mr. Chinenye leaves, any question? Is there anyone who would like to ask him a question before he leaves? You can see, right, that he's a very busy man. Any question? Okay. The thank you keep rolling in the chat box. Once again, on behalf of the Developer Product and Design School, on behalf of the Net Factory team, we would like to say a very, very big thank you to you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me. And I look forward to seeing many of you and to read about you as we go forward. I want to read your stories and I want to be able to say I was there when they set out. So all the best, all the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful afternoon, sir. Okay, over to you, Micah, as we begin to draw the curtain on today's graduation event. Micah, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you. I mean, that session was actually really awesome. Man, I'm really, really inspired, honestly. One of the major things that I said that really inspired me was that there is a very urgent, there is a demand to succeed, and he doesn't just want us to, I mean, according to him, it's not that he's even saying that you can succeed or you will succeed, but you must actually succeed for your generation, for your family, for yourself, for people coming after you, you know. Really, really awesome, really, really awesome conversation. Some people left because they thought it was not, but anyways, people that stayed, I hope you guys were able to learn a lot. Okay, so we want to take just a few testimonials, right? A few testimonials from some of the students, all right, from some of you guys. So I'm going to call on, let me see, Bamishaye Gideon, are you there? Gideon, can you indicate if you're here? Let me know. Okay. Shine. Oh, okay. Ayodeji, I see you. All right. All right, so I'm gonna, okay, so I'm asking you to unmute. Do you want to, you can also share your video if you want to. Let's see your face. So I've asked you to unmute. I think you can unmute your mic now.
Okay. Hi, good morning, Micah.
Good morning.
Okay. Here's my face. It's so good to be here, and I'm pretty excited to be joining us this morning to share my testimonial. I don't know, can we still see my face? And can you hear me?
Yes, we can see your face and we can hear you. But I think your video went off just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great, back up.
Okay, so the whole journey started for me last year. I was trying to learn product design after, being in the industry, the graphic design industry for a while. So I came across a link, about Net Factory organizing a training for free, and I saw product design. I'm like, wow, this is, an opportunity I've been looking for, and I quickly registered my interest. So I was surprised I got a mail saying, you've been selected amongst several people, to join the training. And then we began in November, and it was divided into, I joined the design track because, of course, I was interested in learning about product design and graphics design. And the first set of classes we had on graphic design by Francis Odem, it changed, so many things I already knew about graphic designing. It started from the basic principles that so many self-taught designers don't, go through. It started talking about principles of design, hierarchy, typography, color theory, and a few other things. So now it's not like you just know how to design. You understand why you are using a particular color. You understand why, you understand visual hierarchy. You understand why your image should be here, the role of your image in your design, and a few other things. And, after doing graphic design for a while, we stepped into product design. And that was also another amazing experience for me. Mr. Muiwa Olashenide. Then we started with Grace Ade, and they all just tried their very best to explain and give feedback, on everything we learned. And during the course of the DPD training, I also got a paid gig, with an e-commerce company in Lagos. I can see Mr. Waika smile. I was so surprised because after our graphic design, this thing, the facilitator sent me a message that, guy, Alpha, are you interested? There's a gig. I said, I'm interested. And bam, before you know what was happening, I was working with a major e-commerce brand, and it's a very great addition, for me. And I've also met amazing people. The capstone project also helped a lot because, so many times we tend to be solo people. I want to be a solo person. But now you have to work together with someone to create a product that will impact lives, that will change, people's, that will change something in society, that will solve a problem. And, that also helped me, in a few ways. So I really want to appreciate Net Factory, for bringing this opportunity, to learn design, product design, graphic design. And, I'm planning something, and I just said, okay, the knowledge I've learned from this, let me also put together, some training and see how we can also help people. So I really appreciate Net Factory. You guys have started something. Mr. Francis is saying I should send money. Okay, we'll meet in the chat box. But I really appreciate Net Factory. They've been posting opportunities almost every week and trying to get us to, land gigs and jobs with other people. So thank you very much, DPD. Thank you very much, Mr. Adeolu Ojoba. Thank you very much, Mr. Micah, Mr. Francis. And thank you, everybody that we've ever had, the opportunity to work together. And God bless everyone. Amen.
Awesome stuff, right? The voice of money. See the way the guy was even talking very gently, when you already have money, it's very, money voice. Thank you very much. My name is the prayers. Okay, thank you, facilitators. Thank you. You guys are like facilitators. These guys are also, they are very awesome. Francis said in his job too. If you get, don't mind him, he's whining Francis. Francis can never need job. Okay, so let me call another person. Chidi Ebere. I hope I pronounce your name well though. Yeah, Chidi Ebere.
Okay, Micah, you just tried a little bit. You tried. Okay.
No.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but let's see your face too. We want to see your face.
Hello. Okay, well, I kind of think I'm very comfortable with meeting my video.
Okay, then that's fine.
Thank you. Okay. I don't even know where to begin from, but I'm not sure about how I feel right now, but I'm very sure that I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity. I am super grateful. This is actually my first Facebook camp as a tech. So my journey started last year. How did it start? I and my boss went to a shop to get some items for her siblings' birthday party and the rest of them. So we are like, the woman was selling us a lot of price, and we're like, madam, we don't have money, we don't have a job, something like that. She tried to reduce the money for us. And later, the woman called us and was like that her daughter is into something, but she didn't really explain it very well. I didn't really understand it because she too doesn't even understand what her daughter was exactly doing. So I later, after everything, we went with my boss. I came back later and asked the woman what was she trying to say. She explained everything she's trying to say in detail. So she kind of connected me to her daughter, and her daughter was already studying, having a boot camp, I think a period manager, but in a different company altogether. So I connected with her, we started talking, and she sent me to DPD School. And that was it. I registered and did the assessment, and wow, I got the admission into the school. That was it. That was where the journey began from. And then, I don't even know where to start from. I don't know, I'm feeling very emotional right now. But DPD School was such a very wonderful experience for me. It didn't limit me to my track in particular. It kind of opened me up to other opportunities in the tech world and the rest of them. And narrowing it down to my track, I'm very grateful for my tutor, Mr. Demola. He's just more than a tutor. Like, he's really more than a tutor to us, and he will encourage you. He will make you talk. Something like me, sometimes I just keep quiet, but he will call your name, persuade you, you then talk. And it was really, really helpful. I would say it was really, 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 really helpful. And I don't know how I met so many amazing people on this place. I met so many amazing people, and I'm just grateful to DPD School. I'm grateful to Nest Factory. I'm grateful to UK Tech Hub for their sponsorship. I'm very grateful to Mr. Demola. I'm grateful for the capstone project. In as much as it was really challenging, it was so challenging for us because we're just three in our group, and I'm not feeling so bad, but I know could have done more. But whichever way, I'm still very grateful for the opportunity. It tested a lot of my skills, my patience, my oh God, it was huge, but I'm thankful for everything. And I can go on and on and on, but I know I can imagine the hard work behind the scene, and I know what it takes to bring something like this to the standards. And I'm just very grateful. I'm just grateful. And congratulations to me. Congratulations to everybody in DPD School. Greater hearts to us. And as Mr. Adi said as well, that we should be a good ambassador. Yes, I'm going to be a good ambassador because I don't want to lock up opportunities for people coming behind me. Thank you, Mr. Adi, for even heeding to God's direction for this program. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. Thank you, everybody. And I think I'll be dropping the mic here now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Which one of them is your first name, Mary or Chidebere?
Chidebere is my first name. Nebe is my surname. Mary is my second name.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Really, really nice words. Thank you guys for the nice words. Someone sent me a message.
How can I forget Mr. Micah? Oh my God. Seriously, Mr. Micah was such a great person. I've not met you physically, but from afar, I notice the kind of person that brings us the best in people. Your preaching is very, very constructive, and I don't know, but you're such an amazing person. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. Okay. So someone sends me a message that they want to say something, that she wants to say something, but I want to confirm because those are people from program management and design. Someone from software. Stella Maris, are you in software? Are you in software? Are you in software development? I need somebody from software quickly in 90 seconds. Okay, I will move on though. All right, that's fine. Software, nobody wants to talk. Let me see, I'll call somebody by force. Fatima, where are you? Oh yeah, now, Fatima, I'm unmuting you now. Say something. What do you think? How was DPD for you? I mean, just to get a balanced view around, the 3 tracks.
Yes, again. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You can't bring your video on. This device you're using doesn't have video.
Yes, my system does not have video enabled.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, I would particularly want to thank my tutors on DPD schools. They've been very, 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 very how would I even put it? I've learned a lot from them, starting from Miss Titi. Although before this program, I had like a previous little knowledge on basics of the web, but Miss Titi taking us HTML and CSS, oh my God, she broke it down to the basics. Like, you would never get anybody teaching you HTML and CSS like that. Even on all these paid classes, they'll tell you to go and to read and ask questions, but she really took her time and she broke everything down. Mr. Blight, who came on for JavaScript too, he was very, very open with us. He made sure that we followed through with the class, and he really made JavaScript seem, although JavaScript is not like it's not like HTML and CSS obviously, but it was a very good way to introduce us to JavaScript and how we could get started on JavaScript. And yes, Mr. Mike Katsu came with WordPress. Although WordPress is not really seem as simple as it looks, especially during our capstone project, but at least being introduced to into WordPress is a very good opportunity. So I usually hear of it, but I never got to know how to use it. But now I think there are things that I can easily pick up from where Mr. Micah stopped and continue my learning process. And I must especially mention this. I recently got a coding gig. I don't know if you're in Lagos, you know about chess and slums and children of chess and slums. So I recently got a contract job as a coding instructor for the boys there. And I would particularly thank my tutors for this because I didn't want to be my old self. I would not accept the offer because I would feel I was not capable enough to teach people coding. But their pattern of teaching, the way they teach and everything has really helped me and inspired me in teaching these boys. And I don't know, this is like our third week and boys are really doing well, and I keep thanking them every time in my heart. Like if not for them and their teaching methodology, I wouldn't be getting it well. So I really want to thank them. I want to thank my teammates too, all my for the HTML capstone project, for the WordPress, the final capsule project too. God, and I also learned how to work as a team because before I used to think that the software developer you really want to design everything, but I got to know that there are people called product managers, there are people called UI UX designers, and then we have the software engineers. So they really put us into how the practical space would be in the tech world, and I really appreciate them for that. I've gotten a glimpse of how working as a software developer will really be in the real world. So I want to thank them. I want to thank them so much. So this is I'm sure that I've gone past 90 minutes, but this is I have many things to thank them for, but it's like a few of them. Thank you so much, DPD Schools. Thank you so much, Net Factory. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael, too, for your encouraging words every time. Thank you so much.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Some people have said awesome and awesome stuff, right? The same thing. But anyways, thank you. Thank you very much for that, Fatima. Thank you. And I mean, I know Chess and Slum is a great place. So I really hope that you get to do a lot of good things together with them. Well done, well done, well done. Kudos. Okay. So we're rounding up now, and I just really want to, as we round up really, I just want to say thank you to everybody, really. Thank you to all our instructors. Let me see how many instructors are here. Demola is here, Muiwa is here, Francis is here. Francis that everybody is always shouting about. Francis is a big boy, guys, you know, he's a big man. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Muiwa Bagbe, I'm not the one I'm talking to, obviously. Muiwa Lashayinde, my guy, well done. Thank you very much for every time, Muiwa. Thank you for commitment. Thank you very much, all our facilitators. Thank you, guys. You guys are the real deal. Jessica is not here. Thank you, Jessica. Shout out, real big shout out to Jessica Felix. Awesome. Titi is also not here. Spectre is not here. Awesome people, Abdullah is also not here. Thank you very much to everybody, to the program's team members. I mean, we would not have been able to achieve this really without having a team on the background that is always working, that is always trying to get things done. You know, well done, everybody. Well done. Big kudos. Thank you so much. Okay, so just before you guys start to drop off, you know, we plan to have a party after the official event. So I just want to stay around for that. We're going to have like a song request, you know, session. Anyways, so let's see. So just in line with that, and thank you to you guys for staying. Thank you to you guys for staying. You guys, you might, yes. So thank you to Jessica. Actually, I wish she was here, but Jessica is very busy. Get together, Abby. Yeah, so I heard Francis is planning hangout for designers, people in Lagos, and I might be around that. I might come, you know. I might carry my head and come, even if I'm not a designer. So thank you very much. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Big kudos. Shout out to you all. For yes, IBK also. Interesting thing is IBK was also one of our students one time, you know, and you know, she also came on the program to assist as a facilitator actually. IBK. She's not also here. IBK, are you here? Let me see. Francis is saying something. We're applying Hangout together. Me and you. Really? I didn't know. Okay now. All right, no problem. Ibadan Hangouts with Demola. Yeah, Demola is in Ibadan, so you guys can work it out. It's just be nice, really. Just like Mr. Chinaya said, relationships. Okay, relationships. Okay, so just before we go, right? We are going to take a group picture. All right, group picture, and my colleague is here. She's our communications lead. She's my guy in the office. Her name is Adiola. Adiola, are you here? Okay, Adiola, I'm looking for you. I can't see. I'm looking for you. Adiola, are you here? Okay. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I should just help out. I should just do that, right? So everybody, let's bring a video. Oh, okay. Okay, Demola wants to say something. All right, Demola, I'm bringing you up now. So everybody, if you need to get your video, if you need to be in a good background, please do that. Just get your video in a good background, and just get yourself in a good background. We're going to take a group picture. I'm going to take a group picture, including Francis. Francis, you on your video. Everybody, all right? So Demola wants to say something. Product management instructor, DPD. So let's.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I think we are still in the morning. This is 11:54. Can you hear me clearly, please? Can we all hear me clearly?
Good morning. Yes, we can hear you, and you can have a video also.
Okay. Let me actually stop my camera. So what I actually want to chip in those in product class, I actually tell them about building products and stuff like that. So I came to Ibadan because a friend was building a little product, sendme.ng. So I actually came to Ibadan for the validation and just little things. So I'm happy to tell everyone the Sendme is now a partner with Y Combination. So basically, it's just a simple thing, providing meat for people in Ibadan. Just you order for fresh meat and you get fresh meat delivered to you. So they are now a partner with Y Combinator. And it's not even something really hard. We just did Node Code platform, just did everything with Bubble, WordPress, and they got into YC. You don't have to make things really, really hard. It's just small things, then you develop it. Then it's not, I actually keep telling everyone in the product class, please let's build amazing products. You actually learn product by building products. No matter the amount of textbooks you read, you can read. I read very well. I think I read 36 product book last year. So no matter what you read, but still you learn product by building product, and you leverage on people relationship. It is really, really important. Currently, I work for Hexagon Africa, Rail Pay, and Geo Travels. Those three jobs, I actually got them through networks, people's network. Not like I did any special interview or something. It's just people recommending me, let's do this, let's do that. I think that's volunteer, build relationship on Twitter, on Instagram, do so many things. Francis wants to organize design hangout. You can go for it if you're in Lagos. Go for the product design hangout. Meet people, and that's actually how you grow. You have to leverage on people. People relationship is really, really important. In every stage of your career, you need people relationship. So actually, that's what I actually have to say. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much I actually spent an amazing 7 weeks with everyone here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Micah, for the opportunity. Thank you to the other facilitators, Francis, even though I don't know them, but I think I'll actually send a DM to everyone today. So make things happen. Please make things happen. We have a lot of problems in Nigeria you can solve. Yes, I'm telling you, you can do a Me Too idea. You can just take an idea that is in the present market to another market. That's what a Me Too idea is. So you can just, and nothing is new, nothing is special, like nothing is special. Do your own and give people. Yeah, my hair is just one of those things I read. So just do amazing things. I wish everyone success, like everyone success. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Micah, you can have the floor.
Thank you very much. So videos coming on. Let's bring our videos on, everybody. Thank you very much, Demola, for the kind words. For taking pictures. You guys should turn on your videos now. Why are you people doing shy face? Okay, so I'm waiting for more videos to come up. Are you bringing up your videos? Francis, your mic is muted in case you're talking. Okay, videos coming up, videos coming up, videos coming up. Okay. So I just want to fill this tile. One more person on this my screen. I see these people. Edidion James, I see you. Well done. Thank you. Zainab, I see you. Hello. All right, taking. Let me see. Just hold on. If your video is still on and I've not taken you, I'm going to take you in the next time. Lady IBK, I see you. Is that IBK? Instructor. Good to see you guys. Rita, your video is not up. Oluwafemi, your video is not up. We see your tweets on Twitter every time. Stella Maris, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joyce. Good to see you again. We saw at the UK Tech Up event. Okay, Francis, your mic is off. I don't know. You should be able to mute. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. All right, Francis, you can unmute your mic now. Say you're distracted.
Please unmute the second Francis, not this one, please. Thank you.
All right. Oh yeah, no, you can unmute. So I'm taking the videos, guys. Thank you very much. You people that are not smiling, if you see your picture on Instagram or anywhere that you're not smiling, I'd not send you.
Sorry, I said you should unmute the second Francis, so not this Francis.
I think I've done that. Let me do that again.
Can we take off our cameras now?
Yes, you can take off your cameras now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Where are you now?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So we can hear you. We can hear you, Francis. Good to see you guys. I mean, good to see you, Josh. The guy that is always wearing robe in his DP. Zoom DP. Fire robe. Francis, we can hear you now.
Okay, hello guys. I think
Just make me co-host. I've been struggling now. Hi guys,
okay.
Thank you so much for.
Hello, Francis. Hello, Francis. Can you hear me? Hello.
I think his mic is muted, so we can wrap up now. So
okay, because of our guests, since there's an after party, we can close and allow our guests leave, and then we can continue the unofficial party. I think that works, right? Is that good enough?
Yes, it is. Yes,
okay. So just thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Doris, thank you. And thank you for staying till the end, right? And for saying how these people are ready to party. Thank you very much.
No worries at all. And it's I would state that we feel marginalized that you're kicking us out of your after party, but it's all right. Just send our packs of jollof rice. Send our packs of jollof rice to our addresses. Thank you, everyone, for having me. And enjoy your after party.
Thank you so much, Doris. Who am I to kick you out of our party? You are welcome. And for jollof rice, somebody, I mean, they just served jollof rice in the room where I'm lodged now. So
I'll be joining you shortly. No worries.
You can join me. Thank you for joining us.
All right,
Thank you,
bye,
everybody.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank you to all our facilitators. Thank you to my team members. A big thank you, and to every single person, and to you. Thank you for joining the program. At this point, I would also leave you in the hands of Michael, Francis, and the rest of the facilitators, and so that you can continue the party. Thank you very much, guys. Let's stay in touch on the group, and once they migrate you to the Slack channel, ensure to also migrate. All the very best, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, Francis, you are not a co-host though. All right, so let me stop recording.
Well.
Yeah.
Well. Hi guys.
You can start dropping some requests. Okay, let's start dropping.
Okay, so it's so good to I mean, I have to teach you guys, and I'm proud that we met, and I'm proud that I mean, people like Bamishai, even actually the two Bamishai are in the process of getting something huge, which is so awesome. And from everybody that attended my class, I really like you guys, and you guys usually taught me how to become a good facilitator. And also, so here's the thing, right? I want to talk about imposter syndrome and how we you can't always allow your work to be good enough before you start sharing your work. Do you get just keep sharing, just keep sharing. I mean, most of the opportunity I've announced, I don't think I've actually really worked with my CV. I don't really actually work with my resume or CV. It's just portfolio and just meeting up people. The way I got to teach you guys was Ade was using a workspace, and I walked up to Ade in our conversation. Myself and Ade in our conversation, it was like, "Oh, you'd be a good fit for the next blah 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 we are having." And so learn to network, speak. Learn to speak to everybody, learn to just show your work, and be proud of everything you do, everything you do. And I can't wait for you guys to send me oh, I've just started a position somewhere, blah 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 blah. And I'm always available for questions. I mean, email me, call me. You know that I don't reply to messages often. Just call me. I'm always available to put you through whatever you want to go through. So to Josh, to
Francis, this is
so sorry for that noise. To Josh, to Aisha, to Juliet, to Ganiat. Ganiat, happy birthday, by the way. I love you so much. I know you're married, but the love is a platonic love. To Tinka, to Dania, to Femi, to Tosin, to Bamishaye, to Doris, to Rachel, to everybody that I know mentioned. I'm really proud of you, and I love you all so much. Yeah, so that is my own love. Bye bye, guys.
I didn't even know. Sorry, really, I didn't even know. Okay, so let me see. So what's the first song? Francis, what song should we play first? Let's see. Francis.
E-song.
Which song? Let me see.
Actually, you're asking me now. I'll give you the type of song we should play. For me, play song. Play the song by song. What's my favorite? Play New Wine. New Wine by song. New Wine. Make me a vessel. Make me an offering. Make me a new wine. New Wine by song.
So Francis is first. Because Francis is
I see. They say we should. Rosemary, they say we should choose song, and you can choose any song. So leave religion. Yeah, anybody can play anything. You can play Ifa. You can play Moromila. This is just my selection. Timisila.
Joyce. Nice. Okay, if you feel like your business actually. For real. But let me see. I think I should stop that. So where's your song? Apparently my laptop seems to be hanging. I don't know why. Today of all this, interesting. Okay, so my YouTube is coming up shortly. Or is it my internet that is slow?
To convince them.
I think I've unmuted you guys. So if I play finesse, it's one. Yeah, I will be saying you will be broke. That's make any sense. Yeah. Where is someone request? My laptop. You know by 10, that's song, I beg. Let me. So we have songs actually. So what's the problem? What's it? Just very
Kept quiet. What is the man? Switch off his phone.
really coming up actually.
She's actually she's playing the political game.
Hey, this is serious.
Hi, I'm unmuted. Oh, the host is requesting that I unmute. Oh,
For some reason you're muted, really.
no, I
Everybody,
said I just saw a notification. The host is said I should unmute or something like that.
yeah, I mean, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. So okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I got upload from my laptop.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but I was so interesting. Let me see anyone that comes up. Okay, so I think I need to join from my. Let me join with my phone.
Sorry, please. What about our certificates?
The certificates will come in next week. Yeah.
Okay.
And so they'll come in next week. Yeah. Okay, so all right, so let me share my screen from my phone and see. I just don't know how this will look like actually. Let me see. I don't think this thing can actually work. Or is there a way to share voice, to share audio on the phone? Because some people are holding my, can you imagine? YouTube has not loaded. Today of all this, wonderful. Or who wants to try? Who wants to help us? Who wants to help us play from their end? I'm going to give you host permissions to share. Right? So maybe the addition will just end like this. Let me see what's happening in the chat. So apparently, my YouTube is just deciding to hang. Okay, let me try something else. Hey, Spectre is here. Software instructor, DPD1. Hi, Spectre. Welcome.
Good day, everyone.